Worst sports takes of all time bracket. 1 seed Max Kellerman saying, I want Iguodala versus 8 seed Skip Bayless saying, Manziel will be bigger than LeBron in Cleveland.
Yeah, both of these takes are completely outlandish, but at least there was a small chance this 8 seed could have been right. At the time, Manziel was coming off a Heisman. He was a first-round pick, and LeBron was in South Beach, so he was absolutely hated in Cleveland. If Manziel went on to win a Super Bowl with the Browns and LeBron never returned to the Cavs, this take would have aged like wine. Instead, it aged like milk. But there's no chance this 1 seed could have ever aged like wine. I want Iguodala's way worse. They move on.
4 seed Keyshawn Johnson saying, I don't remember LeBron posterizing people versus 5 seed Max Kellerman saying Kawhi is clutcher than Kobe.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have problems with this 5 seed, but I actually don't hate them at all. Kellerman said this in 2019 when Kawhi was absolutely dominating for the Raptors in the playoffs. He was delivering daggers left and right. Kobe was good in the clutch, but he wasn't always the most efficient, and prime Kawhi will always be better than prime Kobe on the defensive end. Keyshawn Johnson, you don't remember LeBron posterizing anybody? Let me take you back to March 18th, 2013 when he absolutely baptized Jason Terry at the TD Garden. That's a ridiculous take. Johnson moves on.
Number 3, LeVar Ball saying he can beat MJ one-on-one versus number 6, Mad Dog Russo saying Shaq's the 5th best center of all time.
LeVar is never beating MJ one-on-one, but considering that he averaged 2.2 points in college, this take is completely unserious. It's like your boy at the lunch table saying he could score on MJ. Okay, buddy, I'm sure you believe that. Mad Dog said with a straight face that Shaq, the most dominant player of all time, is worse than Kareem. Okay, I'll give it to you. Is worse than Wilt, played in the Farmer days. Really? Is worse than Tim Duncan. Not even a center. And of course, Hakeem Olajuwon. Maybe, but that would make Shaq at worst number 3. The 6 is worse than the 3.
Number 2, Colin Coward saying, hey LeBron, we're good. Ben Simmons is here versus number 7, Skip Bayless saying Walton is better than Curry.
Yeah, Skip said this 5 years ago, Eli. It was ridiculous then. It's even more ridiculous now. Curry has double the rings, double the MVPs, 10 more All-Star appearances, and is the greatest shooter of all time. The argument centers around the idea that if Walton never got hurt, he could be better than Curry. But guess what? If my granny had wheels, she'd be a bike. Not even my granny would compare Ben Simmons and LeBron James, though. Coward to the Final Four.
Well, let's go to the Final Four where it's number 1, I want Iguodala versus number 4, I don't remember LeBron posterizing people.
Yeah, this 4 seed in Keyshawn Johnson had such a bad take that Skip, the biggest LeBron hater of all time, vehemently disagreed with him. But here's my one defense for the guy, Eli. Maybe he just doesn't actually watch that much basketball. He's a football guy at heart and maybe hasn't seen LeBron posterize anybody for real. But guess what? Even if Max Kellerman never watched a game of hoops and you told him you have 2 of the greatest shooters in their prime of all time and he still said, I want the 4th option, you would say, you're insane. I want Iguodala to the final.
The other semifinal, number 6, Shaq is the 5th best center of all time versus number 2, hey LeBron, we're good.
Although Mad Dog didn't list the right guys to put ahead of Shaq, if you got up on your soapbox, Eli, and told me that Kareem, Hakeem, Bill, and Wilt are all better than Shaq, I would disagree with you, but at least I could somewhat respect your opinion. Colin Coward said Ben Simmons is better than LeBron in 2018, in the middle of LeBron's prime. That's ridiculous. Coward to the final.
That takes us to a final of 2 takes that are oh so awful. It's number 1, I want Iguodala. It's number 2, LeBron, we're good. Ben Simmons is here. Jones, what's the worst sports take of all time?
Eli, this 2 seed probably aged the worst, but there's a few things we have to consider about the take at the time. Ben Simmons was the number 1 overall pick. He was just coming off a Rookie of the Year campaign, and many thought he was up next in this league. Who could have predicted the fall off? LeBron was also 33 in 2018, which is where a lot of non-superhumans fall off, so you could see where the take was coming from. If you're Max Kellerman, in what world are you taking Andre Iguodala over the greatest shooter of all time? And in what world are the aliens pointing the death beam at Earth only to stop mass destruction if we hit one measly basketball shot? I want Iguodala, the worst sports take of all time, the MVP. Iggy telling Max he's crazy.